That's a little funky. Okay, hi guys. I am back with The Wilds. I'm really excited for this episode. I swear, like, ever since I saw the first episode of the series, I've been thinking about this show, like, every single day. And, like, not even that much happened. And it's interesting because, like, I'm so hyped for the gay. Don't get me wrong. I love the gay. Love me some gay. But it's, like, not even that. I'm just, like, really excited to see, like, what's going to happen in this show. Because I feel like it was a lot different than I expected. But, like, in a good way. Well, it's not even necessarily in a good or bad way. It's just, like, different. And I liked it. I liked what they're doing. I like what they're doing. And it's fucking wild to me. Wild. It's wild to me that the whole plane crash was planned. At least that's what they made it seem like with, like, them watching them on cameras. Like, how would they have cameras there? Like, why would they, you know? But it's because that was supposed to happen. So it seems like it wasn't supposed to happen, that someone was going to die, though. So there's that. But yeah, really excited to get into this episode. I want to get straight to it. Just a reminder. Well, I guess it is a reminder, maybe. You can get the uncut reactions to The Wilds, so you can watch the whole episode, all hour long, however long it is. They're all different, but however long the episode is, we can watch it all together. On my Patreon, link at the top of my description will take you there, and it's a $5 tier, and you get every single show that I react to, uncut, unedited, all under one thing. So you get more than just The Wilds, you get all the shows. But if you're into it and you want to check it out, watch along with me. It's gonna be good. There's a lot of stuff that I cut out that I don't keep, like, on YouTube, because, you know, YouTube, you have to really edit shit down. So if you're interested, check it out. Otherwise, I'm excited to get into this. Here we go. Oh, whose backstory is this one?
My parents. Do they know
Cool.
about more?
So maybe it is like I thought, like every episode's following one of the girls' like previous life or like backstory, I guess, more so. Ooh, that was my ankle that just popped. That felt good though.
You're gonna hear a lot of shit about how I acted, who I was trying to be, and how I was with her.
Oh, that's her. I didn't even recognize her for a sec. I was thinking, I was like, is that the sister or is that the other sister? I'm curious, like, when this is taking place. Like, is this taking place, like, at the end of the program, like, the very end? Or did they, like, find out that they were being watched and, like, that this was planned and then they're interviewing them? But you think, like, after that happened, then they would, like, have to be released, obviously. Unless the parents are fine with it, which is fucking insane.
It's like a foreign country.
Huh.
You
I
can
thought she was younger.
really
The other girl.
understand if you're in it.
Aww.
So no,
It's wild that they both got
I
sent
don't
there.
want to talk about what happened to her.
What happened to her?
I do want to tell you our story.
1, 2, 3.
No, does
4,
she
I
die?
declare
That's
some
really
war.
sad.
Okay.
Aw, what a cute ass
1,
kid.
2, 3,
Both of
4,
them.
I declare some war.
The younger one's outfit is just adorable. What a cute kid, my god.
Speaking of which, you know what we haven't played in a while?
Words and words?
Words and words. All right, you ready? Okay, all right.
So
first
she's the
word
more
is,
athletic one,
at the
and her sister's the more, like, book smart.
T-I-R-A-M-I-S-U.
Also, notice I said book smart. Because I hate when people feel or are treated like they're not smart because they're not good at, like, school. I don't like that shit. That's because, sure, school, reading, textbooks, all that shit, yes, you can be smart at that. You can be smart in math and suck in science. You could be smart in history and suck at math. And that doesn't mean that you're not smart. You could graduate with honors, straight A's, 4.0, 4.6, what the fuck ever there is. But that doesn't mean that someone who doesn't isn't smart. Everybody has their own way of, like, being smart. And normally, everybody has, like, a thing or multiple things that they know a lot about, you know? Like, I know people, I just said you know a bunch of times, so sorry. I know a bunch of people that are very, very good at school. And I had a friend, his name was Kevin, shout out Kevin, he's probably not watching this, but he is amazing at English, you know, like English class. amazing writer, amazing reader. He was just like the smartest person I know. And that was like his shtick. Like that's what he wanted to do, was like focus on English, you know? That was like the thing he was super, super into. I could be smart when it comes to electronics, but I might not be smart in math. I'm not smart at math. So like it breaks my heart when there's kids that like feel like they're not as smart because, you know, the little sister is like a sponge and is so good with words and stuff like that. It's like a very young age to start a little rivalry. Not purposeful rivalry, but in their brains.
Or ATS rats.
Yeah, bravo! All right, I got one. Iris, I-R-I-S.
Stir, S-T-I-R.
Trims, T-R-I-M-S.
I don't know how this game works. I'm with you, sister. Don't know what the is happening.
We were truly and actually fucked.
Their sweatshirt.
Some were lucky.
Aww.
They had someone to hold on to.
They honestly need to all get into a circle, a cuddle circle. Like, pile into each other. Get some body heat going. What, bitch?
Stop.
Nah.
What the fuck?
She looks freezing.
Oh, well, thought you were dead, dick.
Where the hell she go off to? Oh. I need to make a cheat sheet with all their names. I have serious brain fog from an autoimmune disease, and it's... Girl, who is... Oh, this is that bitch. She's the one in charge of the program, huh? What was I talking about? Oh, I have really bad brain fog from my autoimmune disease, so if I fumble names or like say the wrong thing and can't think of it, I promise it's not because I don't care or that I'm not paying attention. I have like short-term memory loss for real.
No extraction. We move forward as planned.
A girl is dead.
Don't.
No
Stop
extraction.
our
Bruh.
eyes. This needs to get to the field ASAP.
What's in it?
Not our job to ask questions.
Open it. What are they gonna do? Like just go drop it somewhere?
I heard it ringing, but it
Oh,
didn't
that's the phone
seem
that she
real.
found.
Not that anything does anymore.
Why didn't she mention that when she was alive?
I
First, a dead body.
Okay, well, get us out of here.
died in my hands.
It's like being toyed with.
This is an entirely different one, and one that she chose not to tell us about. Isn't there something like vaguely messed up about that? Like not even vaguely, like, deeply.
But at this point, they have no reason to suspect, like, that they're being forced to stay there.
Jeanette wasn't just in shock, you know. She was dying.
Bitch, chill!
She forgot. That could have been our only way out.
Yeah, the dead girl, right? That had internal bleeding. Chill out.
Rachel, it was confusing.
I'm not confused at all. You could have found it before
Jesus,
it died, but you
save
didn't,
us.
did you?
No, she's right. I fucked up.
That's a huge-ass beach.
Hustle and hard work.
Seemed like she had, like, a lot of steam to blow off. I feel like that happens in families where, like, oh, I want to do that so bad. Seemed like she was trying to be good at everything she did. I feel like it happens with families where they go until, like, their adulthood not saying how they feel. That was very close to the side. That freaks me out.
Because I had to.
Damn, she's good. Sorry, I don't want to miss anything. I feel like that can happen with families where, like, there's this, like, internal struggle with one of the kids, and they never bring it up, they never talk about it, and they go into, like, high school where then they become, like, really, I don't want to say bitter, because that almost, like, minimizes it, but, like, I went through the same thing, and I almost, like, had so much resentment and anger in my heart that, like, I could only blow it off by, like, playing sports or just being away, going online, like, making videos even. Like, I that was, like, kind of where I took that energy out on. That was where I felt, like, happy. And, like, there wasn't any pressure on me. That's kind of, like, how I felt with that. And I think that honestly is a huge problem for a lot of people, is, like, she felt this way her whole life and never told anybody about it. And so now she's just trying to be as good as she can at everything she can so that she gets the recognition for it. And then she's now stuck on this island where she can't really do these things, and the steam is coming out, the anger is coming out.
What do you mean?
She's very pretty eyes.
No, let me be clear. I'm not cutting you. I am not taking you off the Nationals roster, but I don't want her devoting any more of her life to it than she has to.
I can.
Why are you talking in
I
third
know-
person? Like she's not in front of you.
I know that I've been in some kind of slump lately, but I
Stop.
That's fucking rude.
They are short, compact bodies with itty-bitty pancake chests and some kind of freakish genetic ability to pack on muscle and zero fat. And
Jeez.
that is just not you.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, I want to hug her.
I can work harder.
No.
I can spend more time on the board. I can get
Rachel,
please.
Rachel. Most people age out of the sport with no idea of who they are, but you get to start figuring that out now.
Why is she spitting this like it's a good thing? Why does that hurt my heart so bad? I don't know why I'm crying. Oh my god. This poor girl. Jesus Christ.
I backed out of that design expo in Paris, so I'll be here for your big nationals moment. Cheering from the stands, fully embarrassing you.
Want to be there too.
Aww.
All right then.
You can tell that she loves her.
Cool.
And like looks up to her. It's really cute. So instead of telling them what's she gonna go work harder, it seemed like that coach didn't really give a shit. And it was kind of like, well, you're never gonna be good enough. Is she gonna start? No, that's why the sister was worried about her throwing up. It sucks.
I don't hold grudges.
Oh, you don't hold grudges.
I held one, and one is enough.
You're the biggest grudge holder in the fucking show. But I get it. It's wild. Like, I like how the show does this because you see these girls first and foremost and see their personalities, see how some of them are like assholes. Like, TONI is an asshole. And then we see her. We see her backstory with the older guy. We see, what is her name? I can't remember her name. The girl that this episode is like pinned at. We see her and she's like an asshole to everybody. But now we see her backstory. And like, you feel for her. It makes sense, like, why she is that way. And they're doing a really good job with that.
You're still in, right? Fucking typical.
Okay, I feel like you can't say typical about someone that you've known for a day in like a really atypical situation.
Right. That was a good response.
I took 2 lessons. Have you ever lied to someone?
I mean, it's helpful to know.
a guy maybe, and you tell them that you're into the Smiths or that you surf, and then you try to legitimize the lie by listening to the Smiths all weekend and signing up for a fucking surf lesson?
No.
No.
She devoted her whole life to just diving.
For the record, I don't want to sit around either.
You can't just like
Watching
wait
this guy
till
feeling
the
like a fuck up.
waves chill a little bit. I want to see when that new bag is gonna drop.
Jesus fucking Christ. You've got to stop scaring me.
What are you doing with it?
I don't know yet. Maybe use it for shelter or warmth. Whatever.
Yeah, that would be a good
Someone's
thing.
definitely coming to pick us up. You get that, right?
They should totally like cut that in half so it opens kind of like instead of the 2 layers, like kind of opens like that, and then use it like as a side or a roof or something to block some of the wind when they sleep.
And just so we're clear, I will not be doing that in the wild. Hand to fucking God, I need indoor plumbing for that.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to hold it for a while. I always think about like in Lost or whatever, I always think like, damn, they really be having sex and like getting down in there, getting down. And these people like don't even have toilet paper. No shower. I'm just saying, that's a little funky.
Naked and afraid.
How many of these are there?
I don't get it. I thought it was getting better.
They're always worse the next day.
Oh, God.
Not this worse.
You look scared.
She doing okay?
I mean, it's not good.
I mean, the swelling just means your body's on the job, all right? I got this. By the way, she doesn't need like a ton of people crowding around her.
A ton of people.
No, Tony!
I was elevating it like you're fucking supposed to.
Dude, chill. They need to make her like a
I
splint.
really should have splinted it yesterday.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
just thinking you probably should have splinted it yesterday. The biggest obstacle to patient recovery is infection. And negative energy.
Yeah, I want to see Tony's backstory because she's a f***ing bitch. It's not that I dislike her, but she's a bitch.
I do not want to be on my period in this hellhole.
Think anyone's got theirs now?
Your sister was acting like it.
Oh,
Fuck you.
Jesus, I was joking.
she knows what she's gone through.
You gotta know what this place is. Like the full view of it.
Something tells me that the whole
There's no way
island
we're
is like
alone
just
here.
an island and that there's no civilization whatsoever.
You should go.
Well, looks like I'm a yes, so.
Like even like TONI when they were trying to figure out her leg and she's like, ow, and she lifted it up and she's like, I thought you're supposed to elevated. Like, she immediately got like 0 to 100. I want to know what her life is like in the past and why she's so edgy. Because she's a firecracker, that bitch.
That could really work. Yeah. Well, it did on Face the Wall with Bear Grylls.
Okay.
Hey, they should be happy that they have someone in their group that like knows random things like that. She's already so freaking skinny. Like, look at how tiny she is. She's so skinny.
It's some real nasty terrain.
That coach. Her for real. Aw.
Not happening.
I can help you.
You've helped enough.
Reach.
What the fuck has she done?
Now get out of my face. Oh, look at you. Always standing in my fucking way.
Yo, her and Toni need to...
Memory's like lethally selective.
Staff has to check it to make sure I didn't relapse. They made me put that up there. Counselor said it was too sports-centric or some shit.
Yeah, all of it is literally just like stuff that's like physical to your body.
You ended up in the ER. I was just dehydrated. Okay?
Okay, doctor.
I'll talk to Mom and Dad.
Aw, she only wants what's best for her. I really feel for her sister. I feel for both of them. It's just hard.
Hey, what are those pink things in the bottom of your junk pile?
What the f? Why did she bring all that shit to this place? Not this place, but to where they were supposed to originally go.
You know, I actually kind of love it. Oh shit, it's my itinerary for
I
the
want to see
weekend.
them become friends.
I've been swimming with dolphins like 4 times, and their tiny teeth are horrifying.
Oh, I like that they're bonding.
What? Did your life go flashing before your eyes?
Yeah.
Shit, it did.
Let's just say I've had a shitty few years.
That's why you shouldn't judge. You shouldn't have judged her. Literally every single person you meet, every single person is going through something, even if it doesn't seem like it. So be kind.
I'm telling you, God does not do ugly.
Drop that shit.
You left it in the car, and to wish you luck. Not that you need it, since I did place a Wiccan hex on all the other divers.
Yeah, just nerves.
She looks
Good
so
news.
pale.
You're all right, right? You're feeling like healthy?
Oh,
Because you swore to me you'd...
Nora,
No.
yes.
I want to know more about Nora.
I'm gonna kill it.
She
I'm gonna
has
smash it. I'm gonna
her
kill it. I'm
own
gonna
way
smash
of
it. I'm
like
gonna kill it.
showing
I'm
that
gonna
she
smash it,
cares.
Okay? Yeah. Just go out there and get Mom and Dad some good seats, all right?
I feel like she's putting on a face for her.
Someone's coming for us, right? Yeah, duh. You see how many rich white girls there are on this island?
I hope they figure something out at the end of season 2.
Toby said her dad's probably in the White House by now, just yelling at the president to come and find us.
Because can you imagine? I mean, you guys probably are watching, so I've already seen it, so you know. But I can't imagine the show ending after season 2, which it is. It got canceled. And they are still on the island. Like, how heartbreaking if it ends and they don't ever get off. And we don't ever see them get off.
And we'll go on talk shows.
2 fucking seconds of bringing her up, getting you.
What? No, she's dead ass gonna drop you after this. I don't expect her to invite you down to fucking Dallas.
Girl, what is your problem?
And, you know, I'm just so scared out of my fucking mind. I know. Okay, me too.
Like, what the hell does she have against Shelby? She's done nothing but be kind to everyone.
We're almost there. I don't mean a full-on siesta, just a water break.
Also, I hope this is in a place that snows in the winter.
We are working with very different thresholds here.
Wow. That's racist.
What? No.
What?
No, I only meant because
You're
like
athletic?
a world-class athlete.
Chill. I'm kidding.
Was she at first, or did she just, like, switch up midway? Because that was, like, maybe she's trying to lighten up. I don't know. I'm sitting here like, oh, yeah, Shelby, yeah. And then she's like, that's racist. And I'm like, but it is easier for her. She fucking trains every day of her life.
We're almost there. Shit, the mirror.
Don't go up the
Leah,
fucking
no,
ledge.
No, we don't, stop. We don't need it.
I can't even watch this. I'm gonna hold her legs. If she can almost get it. No, this is my worst nightmare. Aww. Nora to the rescue. Oh my god. She was there when she needed her and she didn't even know. I feel like if they wouldn't have freaked out right away and just like grabbed her legs, she could have reached it. And then like if they grabbed her legs and then they actually like took their time and then she could like slowly reach for it and get it while they're like holding her, I feel like that would have been fine. But then the thing fell and she kind of went forward a little bit. They had to grab her like in an emergency so that she wouldn't fall to her death. But if they would have done that calmer, I feel like they could have got it back. But is it pointless now because they don't have that? Fuck! I wonder if they could break a mirror off the wreckage.
Rachel, I am so sorry.
It wasn't their fault. Shit.
Is there nothing waiting for you? Do you not have a world that wants you back? Hello? I guess fucking not.
Yikes. It's a yikes for me, man. It's so weird to me how the coach was like, I'm not kicking you off the team. You're still going to be on the team. You're still going to dive, da-da-da. But basically, you're never going to be good enough. Like, what the Like, I don't get that. That was absolutely terrible and just completely gave her an eating disorder and created unhealthy habits. I feel like something's going to happen. Like, she's going to go to dive and she's going to, like, pass out. Like, do you guys not have anybody out there that wants you back? Like, probably some of them, no, they don't. I'm afraid she's gonna pass out up on the rock too. A whole lot of nothing. Nah. Yo, that's the craziest shit I've ever seen on a f***ing show. Oh my god. The blood. Someone help her. What the f*** is going on? Why is there nobody in the water helping her?
Stop. Just
Why is she so cruel to her?
walk away from me, Nora.
Just for context, what did you hope to see from the summit?
Something, anything. Some kind of sign that we weren't alone.
Sign that they weren't the only people that have ever been there. I can't believe she hit her head like that. That is f***ing crazy. I think it's going to be sweet seeing their relationship grow. I bet that this is going to heal their relationship. Maybe not right away, but I think it will.
It often means a shift in the geography of the relationship. Did you note that, Susan?
Of course.
What the hell? This is so weird.
A number of times just staring at these two faces has brought me back from the edge. Is it just that they're so simple when absolutely nothing else is?
What the hell? Listen, my dog, that bitch can make me smile like no one else, nothing else in the world.
We're moving forward so that what she gave amounts to something.
What she gave. What is this, like a social experiment that they just like...
Yes, all clear.
Somehow got all these teenagers stuck in? This isn't an experiment to them.
I went and checked that the operative found the package.
Of course.
I wonder what they're gonna do with that. Just like stash it somewhere so they can find it, or what? Glad you have your dog to support you. Meanwhile, these people have nothing. No, don't. I'm afraid she's gonna lose it. That is risky, bitch. Oh. What is that?
Gotta figure this was our pilot.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Pain pills, disinfectants, basically a whole medicine cabinet.
All right. Down the hatch.
It's interesting, because, like, obviously they put his thing in there so that it makes sense why all of a sudden this pill bag washed up, you know? Like, this bag with all this stuff to help them washed up on the shore out of nowhere. It makes sense that they put the pilot's name in there, so it would make sense to them. But it's interesting how they put them in this situation, had some type of simulated plane crash. I don't know if it was, like, even real or what actually happened. Like, was the crash actually real? Because they all blacked out. But the one girl died. I can't remember her name. She died. And obviously they don't want them dead because now they're, like, freaking out about her dying. And they don't want anybody else to die. But they're willing to, like, torture them. For what? For science? For A social experiment? I don't get it.
I've only ever had the store brand kind before. She didn't buy them for you. She had some dumb fucking luck.
Can she just, like, breathe? She seems like she's scared to be replaced, but, like, I don't think that that's what's going on here.
Thanks.
I like this
By the way,
friendship.
We're trying to get the mirror. I don't know why you won't let it go.
We can play something different.
No, it's cool. It's still tender.
I can't believe everyone just sat there watching her bleed in the pool. You'd think that a teammate or the coach or somebody would jump in the pool to help her.
Where are you going? You're almost up.
Just gonna lie down.
Like, she was about to pass out. It's sad that, like, Nora is in a constant state of feeling like she's doing the wrong thing. Someone hug this baby.
I blew everyone out of the water. Mom and Dad, they fucking lost it. That was the first time they've ever looked at me like that. I wanted that. I still do.
I feel like she doesn't understand what she's saying, though.
So I'm gonna get back there, Nora. I'm gonna be fucking great again.
If that's what she needs to get through this, then, like, so be it.
She was throwing herself in front of the world for me.
Mind if I ask how it ends?
I don't know.
Okay, so she's not dead.
Messages from old nerve endings.
Well, now she's for sure gotta give up on that dream.
You know what I feel?
Aww.
It's her hand. Forever.
Aww. This show is so good, man. Oh! Why did that make me so emotional? And, like, why is this, like, one of my favorite shows? Whew, holy shit. That was season 1, episode 2 of The Wilds. This show is so good. I can't believe that it's taken me this long to watch it. I love this show. I love how they're going about each episode focusing on, like, a different person and their backstory of how they ended up there in the first place. This one was a hard one. This one follows Rachel, which is Nora's sister. They're twins, and she was an avid, talented diver, and kind of got to a point where her coach said, "You're not going to be good enough. Go follow something else. Follow a different path," which is absolutely disgusting. First of all, I freaking hated that. That is so cruel to say to somebody. That right there directly will cause an eating disorder. Like, it's heartbreaking to me. That is heartbreaking to me. When she dove, I know I'm jumping forward a bit, but when she dove and cracked her head open, listen, that was some good ass CGI, because that made my heart sink. That was so fucked up. And it breaks my heart. And like how she's like laying in the water bleeding and nobody got up to help. Like, what is going on? So we see that Rachel's kind of struggling throughout her life with her twin, because Nora is more book smart. She's more of like the impressive, smart one that knows these things and whatnot. Whereas Rachel kind of followed a different path, which was sports. Which, like, dude, she's so talented. And it breaks my heart, though, that she only felt like her parents cared and, like, looked at her the same way when she was 11 and did that, like, amazing dive that she said. Which is just, like, that's really sad. And that hurts my heart that that's the case. I mean, I know that disappointment all too well. I played softball, traveling softball, all kinds of stuff for my whole life, really. Up until I was, like, 15, I think. Because right before high school started, I had really, like, badly injured my arm. I'm a catcher. I was a catcher. And, one of my friends who was actually on the other team kind of slammed into me at home plate, which she was definitely out, by the way. Slammed into me, and I had my, like, glove right here with the ball in it. And I, like, body checked her pretty much, and she slammed into me. She was bigger than me. And I flew backwards, like, onto my elbow and chipped my bone of my elbow. And I didn't realize that this had all happened so fast, because it was literally like boom, 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 and then there was somebody someone still running to third, and so I just got the ball, went to throw it, and I didn't realize that my arm was fucked, and I threw it and completely threw my arm out and made it absolutely a million times worse, and the ball just like went woof, because I couldn't throw it, and when that happened, it made it even worse. And then I was immediately holding it, just like screaming in pain. And it took a long time for me to be able to even throw the ball again. I would go to the games, the traveling games, be there every single time in my sling and in my thing. And I was miserable. And then once I was healed and I was able to throw the ball again, it wasn't the same. I wasn't as good as I used to be, because my arm was weaker now. Not just weaker, but it was damaged. It was injured. I got really, really down about it. And I think I played like a season after that, and I just wasn't as good as I used to be. And my coach was a complete dickhead and would get so angry with me because like I was the cleanup, I was the good hitter that would, take us home. And after that happened, I just wasn't as good as I used to be. And so he would get angry at me and yell at me and bench me. And then after that, I quit. And it broke my heart. And I still like almost cry thinking about it, because softball was something that I absolutely loved. Like loved. And I couldn't do it anymore. I was asked to play on the freshman team in high school, and I said no because I knew that I was not good enough to play on the team, and honestly was kind of embarrassed, like that I was not good anymore. And it's heartbreaking to get to that point where like you're not the best on the team anymore. And I feel like I can relate with Rachel. That's kind of where I was going with this whole story. I'm sorry I got carried away, but I feel like I can relate with Rachel with that, because it's hard dedicating your whole life to something and then having it taken away from you just like that. And I do completely, I feel like her and I relate, not in every way, but I do understand her misplaced anger and her resentment and all these things. It's valid. She never got that like love and acceptance and support, and like that undying support. She never felt it after that one day when she was 11, and that made her feel like she was never good enough. And that's why she was comparing herself to Nora all the time, because Nora always got that. Do I think it was fair for how she treated Nora? No, I don't. I think it was like very cruel how she treated her. I never did that in my experiences, but I did have I had a really hard time opening up to anybody. It took me a while to open up to my fiance, and it was always just kind of like, she would say like, why are you having such trouble like opening up? And it was because I didn't know how. I never knew how to do that, and I would always hold stuff in or ignore my feelings, and that was never the right answer. So it would get like pent up in me and feel like I'm gonna blow up, and I feel like that's kind of what Rachel's going through too, is that she has all this resentment, anger, and it's coming out now on Nora. She's bursting out, yelling at her, yelling at the people that are just trying to help, and just she doesn't know what to do with all that emotion that is still inside her. And I'm happy that she was like talking to Nora, and when she held her hand, I am shook though that she like lifted her arm up and her hand was gone. And that whole ending was just so sad, and I can still feel her holding my hand. Oh my god, forever. That shit, I'm gonna cry thinking about it. I love to see the dynamics of these girls grow. TONI is just that damn firecracker. She needs a fucking Xanax. She's just always got something negative to say, always got something rude to say, especially to Shelby. And I don't know what that is. I know it seems to me like she's a little bit like jealous and is not so much jealous as she is worried she's going to be replaced. But she also needs to, like, first of all, chill. Second of all, look where you are. Look at the situation you're in. Is this the time to be gatekeeping your best friend? I don't think it is. I don't think so. So I feel like there's going to be a point where, like, they're going to have to figure this out. And it's just so wild. Even after the first episode, I felt like this. But even especially now, I'm like, how does Shelby and Toni go from this to in love? I don't know. But yeah, and like I said, love the format of, like, the girls telling their own story. I still don't know whether that's them saying it in present day or if that's them saying it, like is that them saying it while they're still stuck on the island, or is that them saying it when they're rescued, or, like, what is that? It's also just, like, ridiculous seeing the people behind the scenes treat this like especially the woman. She definitely, like, didn't really care that the girl died. And the other people that worked there seemed like they did. And she's just sitting there, like, kissing the dog, giving it love, and, like, these are the only things that keep me off the ledge. And it's just like, okay, good for you. Like, you have your dogs. They have fucking nothing, man. These are teenagers, and they have nothing. What do you think is keeping them off the ledge? Nothing. The bag thing was cool, too, how they, like, dropped the bag to them. Not that it was cool, but, like, it's just such an interesting show, and I really like it. And I'm also wondering, like, at what point are they going to start being sus of stuff, you know? There's going to have to be a point where they're going to be like, this is weird, you know? A point when they're going to feel as though maybe this wasn't a coincidence or this wasn't an accident. I don't know, but loved it. I feel like these two episodes are both 10 out of 10. I like, y'all don't, when I tell you I love this show, if I had time, I'm about to leave for out of town in, like, less than 2 hours, and I still have 2 other shows to watch, so I can't watch another one. But if I could, I would, because this, y'all, I love it. I'm sorry it took me so long to watch, but yeah, absolutely loved this episode. 10 out of 10. But I think that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys for episode 3. Thanks for watching.